the borders, the American borders, and the Panama and everything. I saw there was a very interesting thing that I saw also on Redacted. I have talked about that with Davison before. That Redacted made a piece showing the images of the immigrants crossing the border, and most of them were like war-aging males.
Yeah.
Plus, there was this recent, how's it called, TV commercial for the U.S. Army with all white people, going away from that wokeism. As soon as I saw that, I said, oh, shit, we're going to war now.
Yeah.
And the thing, when I talked to Davison, just yesterday, I talked to him about this. The thing that came to my mind was that scene of Gangs of New York. You remember that movie with DiCaprio? Where the Irish are just arriving in America, given a backpack, a rifle, and go fight for America.
Right.
Is this hyper spinning, or?
Well, actually, I think we have to get to the heart of who's funding this, because if I wanted to destabilize America, that's one way I would do it. I would flood it with refugees, but with the military-aged male that have actually been trained, that can integrate themselves into society and then carry out, terrorist attacks, sabotage, economic sabotage, destroy power centers, power grids. An organized effort like that could shut down America. We're really not ready for that. And if that was combined with a cyber attack, one of the, I can see both China and Russia as having an incentive to do something like that, because it's not, they have been calling the United States an enemy that must be destroyed. It's been the United States calling them enemies that must be destroyed. And they're not stupid. So they say, okay, if that's how the United States is going to play, then we're going to take steps to protect and defend ourselves. And that's why I think, the United States is creating its own, digging its own grave, because this volume of illegal migrants. Last night, the Eagle Pass, Texas, it was over 5,000 people, which is that's a brigade size element. You're getting close to get 3 of those. You got a division. So these are armies of illegal migrants, and they're going to create a real security problem in this country, and so just the ability of the United States to absorb it is gone. So it is we're in some very dangerous times here.
My reasoning was slightly different of that, because when I see that the U.S. administration leaves the border open as at will, and getting these income of war-aged male, could it be that the United States United States have failed the 2 previous years on getting people on the army, the usual? Could it be that's why that scene from Gangs of New York comes from?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, that they're being used, that they would be recruited into the U.S. military and then be asked to, go fight and earn their way in. There has been some of that, but not a lot. Because, again, the biggest problem is you got to speak English, even if,
¿Por qué?
Yeah, porque sí, comandante,
Sí, comandante.
They've got, because if they don't speak English, how are they going to know how to follow commands? And much more importantly, if you're communicating over a radio communication,
much harder
in a foreign language, it's tough. You've got to really have the ear to understand the sounds. And English is a very difficult language. It doesn't play fair like Portuguese or Spanish. At least in Spanish, you see how it's written, or in Portuguese, you know how to pronounce it. Not in English. It can be very situational dependent how you pronounce something. So that I think is an obstacle to it. But they are all these military-aged guys. A lot of them I know down in the Houston area are being recruited into gangs, being signed up into these criminal gangs. So that's where I think the drug traffickers are actually using this as a way just to expand their marketplace in the United States.